My name is Liv, and this is Storybook Slumber. This is my first video. The reason why I am choosing to start a channel for ASMR or relaxation or just to hear a good story is because I am somebody that has always struggled with sleep, and I found ASMR a very, very long time ago. I didn't really know what it was at the time, but I thought it would be fun to combine my love for ASMR with my favorite wind down activity ever since I was a kid, which is reading stories. Being a teacher, I read stories all day long to my students. It's one of my favorite things to do to kind of relax them. And as an adult, it's still something that's really nostalgic, especially reading children's books. It's like, I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure, but it's just really sweet and, I don't know, reminds me of childhood. I was really always blessed enough to have access to books, privileged enough to grow up, access to books in libraries and things like that. So I thought it would be fun to start a channel where I read you stories. So I thought today the story we could read is the Storybook Night. This channel is always going to be pretty lo-fi. I'm on a teacher's salary, but also I personally really enjoy more lo-fi ASMR. So with that being said, we're going to read this story today to kind of kick off the channel, the Storybook Night. If you have any suggestions for stories you'd like to hear, I'm always interested to read more and learn about more. But we're going to read the Storybook Night. It's going to be like super unedited, so I'm going to make mistakes here and there, just like I would reading to my students in the classroom. I'll try to edit out any weird sounds or any noises that my puppy over here makes. He likes to listen to stories too and fall asleep to stories too. So yeah, the Storybook Night. Even dragons love a good story, by Helen Docherty and Thomas Docherty. Leo was a gentle knight. In thought, word, and deed, while other knights liked fighting, Leo liked to sit and read. He was kind to every creature, he wouldn't hurt a fly. When Mom and Dad said knights must fight, he couldn't quite see why. One morning, Leo's parents said they'd like to have a chat. There was nothing wrong with reading, but he couldn't just do that. They'd seen an ad that morning in their favorite magazine. A dragon needed taming. Leo wasn't very keen. Nonsense, you'll enjoy it. It'll stop you getting bored. In case the dragon's scary, here's a brand new shield and sword. Leo packed some sandwiches, and lots of books, of course. Then with a sigh, he saddled up old Ned, his faithful horse. He hadn't traveled far, though the sun had risen high, when suddenly a fearsome creature swooped down from the sky. It had a lion's body, but it had an eagle's wings. A griffin, marveled Leo, who had read about such things. Come on, snarled the griffin. I dare you to a fight. I'd rather not, said Leo. It wouldn't be quite right. I've got my brand new sword with me, so I'd be bound to win it. But how about a story with some pictures of you in it? Yes, please, the griffin nodded. He was really rather vain. It's yours to keep, said Leo. Oop. Just kidding, I skipped a part. So Leo read a book to him, once, twice, then again. It's yours to keep, said Leo, as he clambered back on Ned. Oh, thank you, cried the Griffin, and he bowed his noble head. Leo rode for hours, though the heat was quite extreme. Then stopped to have his picnic by a welcome mountain stream. Who dares to trespass on my bridge? Inquired a hungry troll. It's only me, said Leo. Would you like to share my roll? The troll just laughed. No thanks, he growled. I think I'll just eat you. But Leo said, my armor's pretty difficult to chew. I've got a brilliant book, though, if you'll hang on just a minute. It's full of juicy goats, and look, it's even got you in it. That sounds good, the troll replied, his hunger put on hold. So Leo read the story with some changes, truth be told. It's yours to keep, said Leo, as he clambered back on Ned. Oh, thank you, cried the grateful troll, and bowed his heavy head. Leo kept on riding, through that long, hot afternoon. At last he came upon a town as empty as the moon. The leaves were burnt on every tree, the grass and flowers too. He'd seen some messy streets before, but this was something new. Faces peered from windows, folks too scared to go outside. He trotted bravely onward. Hey, watch out, the people cried. What he saw around the corner set him shaking in his shoes. The most enormous dragon who'd just woken from a snooze. The dragon raised his eyebrows. Not another pesky knight. Don't worry, Leo told him. I haven't come to fight. I've got the most amazing book with loads of dragons in it. But it's going in the trash unless you clean up right this minute. Oh, don't do that, the dragon cried. I'll clean it up right now. But I'm really bad at tidying. Perhaps you'll show me how? So Leo taught the dragon how to shovel, scoop, and clear. And one by one, the townsfolk all began to lose their fear. Now can I have my story? Begged the dragon on his knees. So Leo read the book 6 times. A dragon's hard to please. It's yours to keep, said Leo, as he clambered back on Ned. Oh, thank you, cried the dragon, and bowed his scaly head. When Leo reached his home at last, the cheers were long and loud. His parents hugged him very tight. Well done, you've made us proud. Now Leo is a hero. His parents have agreed. He doesn't have to fight at all. He's left in peace to read. So, that was a quick one, but if you have any suggestions, again, a specific story, sorry for my under the bed mess. This is just the best lighting I get in my space. But yes, any specific stories, I'm always looking to add to my classroom library, and I borrow these from my classroom library. Or if there's anything that bothers you, anything I can do better, I don't know. I'm just happy to make videos and share storytelling videos, and I'll read all kinds of books, obviously everything very appropriate and fun, and I might switch it up depending on the season or if there are holidays coming up, but I thought this might be a good one to read for my first video. So yes, if you were listening right before bed, I hope you're snoozing or falling asleep, or if you were just listening to relax or just wanted to hear a story told quietly, I don't know.